Hey guys. All right. Happy Wednesday night. Just got home from the kids' baseball game, actually Landon's game. They lost, boo, but it was a good game. And so I was sitting here while the kids are getting themselves ready for bed and they're getting their bath and I was answering some messages. And one of the messages that I keep getting is about my social media, my online business. Hi guys, good to see you guys. So thanks so much for tuning in. And so I wanted to kind of answer sort of a question that I get over and over and over again. And kind of one of my rules of thumb is if somebody asks a question, if I get the same question more than 5 times, then there has got to be more people that want to know the answer to this. And so I'm going to share it with all of you, right? So one of the biggest questions that people say to me is, I really am inspired by you, or I've been following you, right? I've been following you for a very long time and you really inspire me, but I could never do what you do, right? Thanks so much. I'm so glad you love my podcast. Thank you. And so many people say that to me and they're like, I could never do what you do. And I don't know how to use social media, or, I don't know how to make my pictures look the way that you make them look, or I don't have a big social media following. And so one of the things that I really want to share with you, because you may not know this about me, is that, I actually started my business 7 years ago. So 7 years ago, it was in the middle of July of 2011. I had lost 10 pounds with health and fitness programs, right? With my company's products and programs. I was part of an accountability group. I had less than 100 friends on Facebook, right? I was a very private person, very shy, very quiet. I still had about 25 pounds left that I wanted to lose until I got to my goal weight. I didn't have an Instagram account, a blog, or a website, and I had never done a live video in my life, all right? I was deathly afraid to put myself out there. I was afraid people were going to think I was trying to just sell to them. I was so afraid that people were going to unfriend me or unfollow me. But I just was had this burning desire to share what was working for me. And I know I wasn't at my goal weight yet. And I had no idea how to start or run a business. But I just saw the opportunity. And I saw that, you know what? I really loved health and fitness. I was learning how to change my own life, right? I was learning how to eat clean. I was learning how to exercise. I was learning how to make it part of my routine in the midst of raising a 6-month-old and a 2.5-year-old. If I was losing weight happily, I wanted to share that with others. And so that was my inspiration to sort of take that first leap of faith. And so I made my Facebook page public. I created an Instagram account and I started with 0 followers. Guys, 0 followers. I didn't have all of that. I went back onto my On This Day on my Facebook page. I look at that every single day. And what popped up on my On This Day was this picture of the 21 Day Fix. I'm holding the 21 Day Fix DVDs. I'm in a dark room. The picture is grainy. And it was there was all this multicolored font written all over my picture. I mean, it was the worst picture in the world. And I was selling the 21 Day Fix, right? And so I made all the mistakes that you make as a new business owner. But you know what? I never go back and delete that stuff because it reminds me of the progress you can make when you put yourself out there. And so you know what? There's a lot of times that you're going to say, man, I really wish I could do that. I would love to be a health and fitness coach. I would love to be able to build my own business from home. I would love to be financially free or have the flexibility to work anywhere that I want to work. But I just don't know if I could do what you do. And I want to tell you, you can. You can literally do what I do if you are coachable, if you are willing to learn, if you are willing to lean in and say, all right, I will learn how to use Instagram. I will learn how to take better photos. And you know how you do that? I Google it. I YouTube it. I watch videos. I practice. I try things, until I find what works for me. And the cool part is we train you. And it's not like when you sign up and become a part of our organization that you just are okay, welcome to the team, figure it out on your own. It's no, here's the apps we use. Here's how we style the photos. Here's how you get them to look crisp and clear. Here are some of our favorite tools. Everything is Amazon, right? It's not super expensive. But the thing is you have to have that faith over fear mindset and say to yourself, I'm willing to put myself out there. And so, yes, when I started, and maybe this is a good tip for all of you that maybe are watching this right now, and maybe you are, part of the organization already, or maybe you're not, and you're like, oh, this is really something I would like to do. So I want you to sit down. I want you to make a list of all the ways that you feel like you could help other people. What are some of the things that you really feel like you could put out there that would inspire somebody? So I'll give you a really good example. So I have diastasis rectus. I had a hernia after having my 2 kids. I had horrible stretch marks. Like literally, if I were to do a plank, my skin would just hang, and my belly button was pretty deformed. I gained about 70 pounds from my pregnancies, from both of them, right? And I didn't lose the weight in between, so I just kept piling it on for the second one. And so for a very long time, I hid that. I would tuck in my shirts. I would wear Spanx underneath of every single shirt that I owned because I didn't want people to see it. It was vulnerable. I didn't want to tell people I had that problem. But about 2 months ago, I was sitting on the floor in my gym in the basement, and I was just sitting, Indian style, crisscross applesauce, and I snapped a picture of myself in the mirror, looking in the mirror, and my skin was just kind of hanging over my yoga pants. And every single bone in my entire body wanted to Photoshop, wanted to take another picture, wanted to style myself a certain way so you couldn't see those wrinkles. And I just said to myself, I know that there is another mom scrolling on Instagram right now, and she needs to see this. And I am going to be vulnerable because I'm going to tell the story. And I went on to say about how I really wanted to Photoshop that picture, and how every bone in my body didn't want to post this, but I just want women to know that like you can be healthy, you can treat your body with respect, you can exercise, and you just might have bad genetics. But that doesn't mean, that you are ugly, or you're unworthy, or you can't be successful. Like, I am the top coach of the entire company and have been for 4 years, and I don't have a freaking 6-pack, and I've got a wrinkly belly, and I never wear a bikini. But you know what? I've got 2 healthy, beautiful boys, and I love that, and I own that, and that is a part of who I am. And because I told that story, I inspired people. I got a lot of private messages from that of people just saying like, thank you so much for sharing that. We didn't know that about you. And so, that's a vulnerable moment for me. And you might say, wow, that was really bold, but that was hard. Like, it's hard to put yourself out there and allow somebody else to pass a judgment on you. But if it can help somebody else, then you've done your part, right? So I want you to think about things like that. Like, where can you share a moment where you are vulnerable, but you give a positive spin to it, and you motivate, you uplift, you inspire people, right? So that's kind of one way. Think of another way. How can you teach people something? So for me, right, cooking and meals and preparation and on the go with kids, that's a lot of what I struggled with at the beginning, was staying accountable, not eating the kids' chicken nuggets, finding dinner recipes that the whole family would eat. And so those were things I shared. Those were the recipes I posted. Those were the tips I talked about. I didn't just take a picture of my food and say, awesome dinner recipe. If the whole family loved it, I was like, guys, we've been searching for a healthier alternative to pasta. Spaghetti squash, like, here's how you cook it. My kids ate it. We told them it was, it was a new kind of spaghetti that we were trying. We didn't tell them it was a vegetable, right? And so I walk people through how we approach situations. And so I'm teaching people something as well. And then the last part is actually asking people for a call to action. So when you're building your social media, you want to give. You want to give more than you are asking for something in return. And so I'm giving motivation. I'm giving inspiration. I'm teaching tips and tools. And then I ask, hey, if this inspires you, hey, if this resonates with you, hey, if you want accountability, you want support, right? Go to my bio, fill out my application, join my team, join my challenge group, join my next accountability group. And so it's about showing people that you know what you're talking about. And that is literally by just putting yourself out there repeatedly. And that is how you are going to build that traction. And so again, don't have a background in network marketing. I don't have a background in sales. I don't have a background in social media, but I am somebody who showed up consistently to add value, to give back without really expecting anything in return. It wasn't about the number, the dollar value, the rank, that it was about what can I give to other people. And because I'm giving to others, I will be blessed. People will come, they will ask for my help, or I will invite people to join me, and everything will work out just fine. But it was very purposeful. It was about consistency and discipline and really kind of putting yourself out there. So the bottom line is this: you don't need special skills. You don't need talent. You just need to be coachable, and you got to have faith over fear. And you can't be afraid of what other people are going to think. You know, you just have to hit post and you have to say, all right, I hope this inspires somebody. And you can't like post and walk away, but you got to post and be proud. And you got to post and say like, this is my mission. This is my vision. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay, but I'm going to share it because I believe that it's going to help somebody. So no matter where you are in your journey, if it speaks to you, if you are curious about the whole coaching opportunity, you know, like if you're not a coach yet, go visit my bio. This is my invite to you to go check it out. From one normal mom to another, you can do extraordinary things. And I've gone from a little small town girl from Mars, Pennsylvania, with no social media background and a rickety old laptop computer and a flip phone to the 4-time top coach in the company. And all because I was willing to authentically share and give back to others and just do it with a passion and a purpose. And so you can do it too. And I truly, truly believe it. So I really hope that, guys, that you, I'm so glad that this live came at a really good time. And I am so thankful that you guys jumped on and listened to the live video. I know you're probably busy and it's probably dinner time or bedtime, wherever you guys are at. But I do try to just inspire you to go out there and follow your dreams. I know building a business is not always the easiest thing in the world, but there are moments where you literally are going to be you're going to be so thankful that you dug your heels in and you took that leap of faith and you didn't give in or didn't give up when it goes rough, because you know the days where you get to choose how you live those moments, those are the most rewarding feelings in the world. All right. Okay, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I will put this on my story, and if you think this would inspire somebody, go ahead and share it. Share it with somebody else today. I truly appreciate it. So I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you later. Bye, everybody.